If you're currently doing product research on Amazon and using one of these Chrome extensions, these product research tools, whether it's Viral Launch, Jungle Scout, Helium 10, or Unicorn Smasher, and you're wondering which one is more accurate, which one can you trust, then watch this video and you might be surprised by my answer. If you're new to this channel, by the way, guys, welcome. My name is Myles. I'm a 7-figure a year Amazon FBA seller, and everything that I put out on this channel is just about sharing what I've learned and what I'm learning on a daily basis in a really authentic and genuine way with you guys. So if you are finding these videos valuable, then I really appreciate it if you smash the like button, if you subscribe to the channel, if you haven't done so already. Not only do I appreciate it, it helps the channel grow and just shows me that it's worthwhile putting all this content out for you guys. So guys, today I wanted to talk to you about the results of an experiment I did that will answer the question, which is more accurate, whether it's Viral Launch, Jungle Scout, Helium 10, or Unicorn Smasher. And again, the answer at the end of this might surprise you. So this video is actually a follow-up to a previous video that I did last month where I compared Viral Launch to Jungle Scout. So the process in both videos has been the same. I'm going to put a link to the previous one up here, but the process was the same. So I compared my actual products in the previous video. I think it was 3 products. I'll just jump back and show you. 3 products, the real data, so the real sales data that I was getting day by day versus what Viral Launch and Jungle Scout Chrome extensions thought that it was. Now, in that previous video, my conclusion out of that data that I gathered was that Viral Launch was really accurate. It was only 3% off, which is great, obviously. And Jungle Scout was pretty bad, at 26% off, pardon me. So the conclusion there was stop using Jungle Scout, start using Viral Launch. And in full disclosure, I use Viral Launch. I still use Jungle Scout a bit, mainly out of habit, because 2 years ago it was the only option available and I still have it. I paid for it and it's just there, so I click it. But I have been using Viral Launch more and more, and I would say now it's really the primary one that I use. So I repeated this experiment again because somebody else suggested that I should do Helium 10 and Unicorn Smasher as well. Now both of those are free, so you don't have to pay to use them, whereas Viral Launch and Jungle Scout you do have to pay. So the process here was pretty similar. In this case, I only picked 2 products, but I chose a 7-day period, and then I tracked the real sales history, 30-day sales history, the real data versus Viral Launch versus Jungle Scout versus Helium 10 versus Unicorn Smasher. I tabulated all of that, and then I calculated the daily inaccuracy for each of the tools against the real data. And I'm going to talk to you about the, just the raw data, then the average inaccuracy out of each of the tools. So which one has the highest inaccuracy, which one has the lowest from this test. And then I'm going to talk to you about the real conclusions, what I am doing and what I'm getting out of this as a 7-figure seller. And therefore what I want you to take away from this as well, because it's not just the numbers. So this is the tabulation here. Viral Launch, average inaccuracy for the first product, which was 20K a month, 40% off. And by the way, these are absolute. So whether it was like overestimating or underestimating, I just said it was, misestimating basically. And on the second product, Viral Launch was off by 24%. Now I don't like that, again, because I use Viral Launch. I think all of the features in the rest of the Chrome extension, I'll just quickly show you here. I don't use this page that much, this main one. What I really like about Viral Launch is this detailed statistics and the market trends. Those two are the ones, the reason why that I'm using Viral Launch now. So I'm not going to talk about this comparison of these Chrome extensions. What I'm going to do, run through the numbers, and Viral Launch did not win this contest, okay? So it was 14% off for the first product, 24% off for the second product. Jungle Scout was pretty good, 10% off and 10% off. Helium 10, which again is free versus Viral Launch and Jungle Scout, paid tools. Helium 10 was on average 19% off, roughly on both of them. There was one thing that I didn't like about Helium 10, which was this weird jump up, significant jump up in the last 2 days of the data that I was gathering. I can't explain that, don't know what's going on, but it's included here in the numbers. And so you can see here, it was pretty good actually. 14 to 20% off, and similarly pretty good, and then it just jumps way up, so it was way off. But on average comes out at 19%. And then Unicorn Smasher, pretty bad, guys. It's a free tool. I haven't used it before doing this test, and I won't be using it again afterwards. So if you came here looking for Unicorn Smasher, that's kind of the end of the analysis about that one. But yeah, basically it's really a choice between these three tools. Now, and by the way, here is the sort of averaged out results. So it's Viral Launch, 19% off, Jungle Scout, 10% off, Helium 10, 19% off, and Unicorn Smasher, 44% off. So, like I said, I'm going to tell you what the numbers are, and then you can make a decision from this right now if you want. And if you go from this, then it's 10%. Jungle Scout's the best one. Go use Jungle Scout. However, the next thing that I wanted to talk about was that these have now reversed. So when I did this a month ago, I got 3%. Use Viral Launch because it's super accurate. Don't use Jungle Scout; it's inaccurate. And I'm kind of going to eat my words now, so I take that back. The real point here, guys, is that you can watch as many videos of this style as you want from different sellers, and what will happen is a lot of people are going to be pushing affiliate links. So I have links down below in a lot of my videos where I recommend tools that I personally use. And if you click on those links and then you go and purchase that tool, I will actually get a commission, or whoever creates that link, normally it will be through an affiliate program. And so there's this incentive, right, to sort of just push the product that is maybe going to pay you the most commissions. I don't want to say this is a big incentive because honestly, guys, like from Viral Launch in the last 30 days, I've made like $150 or something. So maybe that's a lot of money to you, but it's not the main reason why I do this. But I want you to understand that a lot of people do put these videos out because it is a good opportunity to include some affiliate links to recommend one product over another. And again, I use Viral Launch, and this is why I don't really like saying that this data didn't come out that well. But here's the thing. So I've given you opposite results in these previous two videos. And what you'll actually find is if you go and look at a whole bunch of other videos of people doing the same things with their own products, testing, legitimately testing, getting the data from their own products, testing to these Chrome extensions, you're going to get a lot of conflicting information. And this now gets to the sort of like high level point, which is that at the end of the day, all of these Chrome extensions they're just estimating stuff. They don't know what the real numbers are. They have no way of knowing because they're all using BSR, and BSR is just the estimation that Amazon gives. And then all these companies can do is use their own database of like what that BSR actually means, and then basically like throw a number out. So you're never going to get 100% accuracy. So what I guess my real point of this video is that it doesn't matter that much, okay? And let me explain why. So when I'm doing my product research, if my revenue estimate is off by 20%, 25% at maximum, it really doesn't change anything. Because I know that when I put a product onto the market, when I'm differentiating, when I'm improving it, when I'm making a change to it anyway, the estimated revenue and the money that I'm going to make from it it's just that. It's just an estimate. And so I know that all of the other things that I'm doing, if I'm putting out something that's unique to the market anyway, there's no way of knowing 100% accurately how much money that product is going to make. And so I don't really care about knowing that exact number ahead of time. And so all of these, going back to the previous one, and back then, this previous video, I was saying that like, don't use Jungle Scout. This is way too inaccurate in comparison. And that's true in this comparison. But now looking at this and thinking about it a bit more, realistically, if I could use Viral Launch and get that revenue estimate on to like, less than 5% inaccuracy, that is great. However, if I'm off by up to 30%, 40% is kind of pushing it, but like 30%, which is what almost all of these numbers fall within that range, I'm still happy with that. And another way of thinking about this is like, if I calculate that this product is going to make me $20,000 a year in net profit, and then that is off by, let's say 20%. So then that's actually either going to be $24,000 in net profit if this misestimates it upwards, which it can do, or it's going to be $16,000 because it misestimates it downwards. Honestly, the thing is, guys, if I'm going to launch a product and it's going to make me $16,000 versus $20,000 or $24,000 versus $20,000, that's really just like, it's not really a consideration. I'm just going to go for it. If all of the other factors that I'm considering when I'm doing my product research, if I can tick all of those boxes, then plus or minus $4,000, I don't care, honestly. When it starts to get into the 50%, like more than 50%, then that's starting to become a little bit risky because I can start picking between different options. But from this data and from generally what most other anecdotal experiments will show you is that you'll get around about 25% or better accuracy using most of these tools. And that's good enough. The real question and the real conclusion that I want to take out of this is that all this time that you spend comparing between different tools, if that's what you're doing, and trying to decide, which tool to use to find you that product, all of that time that you spend, being indecisive about that and trying to pick between these products is time that's taking you away from doing the things that really matter, that are really going to build your business, that are really going to get you this product that's going to make you that profit, whether it's $16,000 or whether it's $24,000. Spend that time elsewhere. So if, for example, if you're using this as like another excuse to stop from moving ahead because you can't decide between using Viral Launch, you can't decide between using Helium 10 or Jungle Scout, then please stop using that as an excuse, because at least 3 of these are going to give you decent results. So again, yeah, Unicorn Smasher is really far out. I would not consider it. But out of these other 3, they're all good enough, okay? And then your other considerations are like, well, how much do I have to pay for it? Viral Launch is like $20 a month, I think. I think Jungle Scout, it's been a while. I bought this like 3 years ago or 2 years ago, sorry. I think it's like $100, and then Helium 10 is free. So if you just want this data for free, like you just want these numbers, then go for Helium 10. And what you can do if you want more security and you want to have more confidence in those numbers, then get Helium 10 because it's free, and then get one of the paid ones. So whether it's Viral Launch or Jungle Scout. And again, I'm still using Viral Launch, but in terms of this accuracy, you can go with either. And then at least you have 2 data sources to sort of compare and to average out to, like I've done here. You can take it one step further than that and get 2 tools and track the results, not over 7 days like I've done, but over 30 days or something like that, and tracking it every day. You can use the 999, the iTrack method. I don't do this personally, and I don't recommend it because it has a whole number of other issues. I just use these research tools. What I recommend you do, and again, getting back to the main point here, is just like decide on a course of action that'll make you happy enough with the numbers that are never going to be 100% accurate. And whether that's 1 tool or it's 2 tools or 3, I think, not necessary. And, a period of time that you want to track it over to give yourself some of that confidence. And then just go do it, guys. And then move on to the things that really matter, the things that you really should be spending your time on. So to summarize all of this, the results from this experiment were basically, don't use Unicorn Smasher, use any of the other 3. And if you're trying to save money, use Helium 10. If you want more confidence, then use Helium 10 plus, I would recommend Viral Launch, but plus Viral Launch or Jungle Scout, doesn't matter. And then if you really want more confidence, track over a longer period of time. And then at the end of the day, just recognize that all of that time that you spend could probably be better spent elsewhere, adding more value to your business. So guys, I don't want to beat a dead horse. I hope you understood, why I'm coming to you with this information. As always, trying to be as transparent and authentic as possible, just sharing what I've learned and what I'm learning as I go on. So if you did enjoy that, then hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video.